My precious child, I want you to pause for just a moment and take a deep breath. I know you're here because something inside your heart is stirring. Maybe it's that familiar weight of worry that seems to press down on your chest when you wake up in the middle of the night. Perhaps it's that nagging voice in your mind that whispers doubts about what tomorrow might bring. I see you there, lying awake at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling while your thoughts race like a storm you cannot calm. I watch as you replay every conversation, every decision, every possibility of what could go wrong. Your mind becomes a battlefield where fear fights against hope, and too often, fear seems to be winning. You're not alone in this struggle, my beloved. I see the mother who worries about her children's future, wondering if they'll be safe in this unpredictable world. I see the father who lies awake calculating bills, wondering how he'll provide for his family next month. I see the young person staring at their phone, scrolling through endless bad news, feeling overwhelmed by a world that seems to be falling apart. I know about the job interview you're dreading, the one that could change everything but also terrifies you. I see the medical test results you're waiting for, the relationship that's hanging by a thread, the dream that feels so far away it might as well be on another planet. I understand the weight you carry when you look at your bank account, when you think about your aging parents, when you wonder if you're making the right choices for your life. Every sleepless night, every anxious moment, every tear that falls when you think no one is watching, I see it all. I feel every tremor of fear that runs through your body when you think about the future. I know how exhausting it is to smile during the day while carrying such heavy burdens in your heart. You've tried to be strong. You've told yourself to think positive thoughts, to focus on the good things, to stop worrying about things you cannot control. But here you are again, feeling that familiar knot in your stomach, that tightness in your chest that comes when uncertainty feels like too much to bear. I want you to know that your feelings are valid. Your concerns are real. The challenges you face are not imaginary, and the weight you feel is not something you should be ashamed of. You're human, and being human means feeling deeply about the things that matter to you. But listen to me carefully, my dear one. While your feelings are real, they don't have to define your reality. While your concerns are valid, they don't have to control your future. While your fears are understandable, they don't have to be your master. I see the single mother working 3 jobs, wondering how she'll pay for her child's education. I see the businessman who built everything from nothing, now watching his company struggle and fearing he might lose it all. I see the student drowning in debt, wondering if their degree will ever lead to the life they dreamed of. I see the couple who's been trying to start a family, month after month of disappointment weighing heavy on their hearts. I see the teenager who feels like an outsider, wondering if they'll ever find their place in this world. I see the elderly person sitting alone, wondering if their best days are behind them. Your struggles are not invisible to me. Your pain does not go unnoticed. Every time you've whispered, "I don't know how I'm going to make it through this," I've been right there beside you, holding you even when you couldn't feel my presence. I know about the phone calls you're afraid to make, the conversations you're avoiding, the decisions you keep postponing because you're terrified of making the wrong choice. I understand why you sometimes feel paralyzed by the sheer number of possibilities, both good and bad, that tomorrow might bring. You look at the news and see chaos. You scroll through social media and see others who seem to have it all figured out while you feel like you're barely keeping your head above water. You watch the world change so quickly and wonder where you fit in this new reality. Some days you feel like you're walking through life with no map, no compass, no clear direction. You make plans, but life has a way of changing them. You set goals, but obstacles keep appearing. You try to control what you can, but so much feels completely out of your hands. I see you questioning yourself constantly. Am I making the right decisions? Am I on the right path? What if I'm wasting my life? What if I'm not good enough? What if I fail? These questions echo in your mind like a broken record, stealing your peace and clouding your vision. The weight of responsibility feels crushing sometimes. You're not just worried about yourself, you're carrying the hopes and fears for everyone you love. You feel responsible for outcomes that are beyond your control. You blame yourself for things that aren't your fault. I know how hard you've worked to get where you are. I've seen every sacrifice you've made, Every late night you've powered through, every time you've chosen to keep going when everything inside you wanted to give up. I've witnessed your determination, your resilience, your incredible strength even when you feel weak. But I also see how tired you are. How exhausted you've become from carrying all this weight on your shoulders. How drained you feel from constantly worrying about what might happen next. The burden has become so heavy that sometimes you can barely stand under its weight. You've tried to handle everything on your own because you thought you had to. You've attempted to solve every problem, fix every situation, control every outcome. You've worn yourself thin trying to be everything to everyone while neglecting the cry of your own heart for peace. I want you to know that it's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's human to feel afraid when the future looks uncertain. It's natural to worry about the people and things you love. These feelings don't make you weak, they make you human, and being human is exactly what you're supposed to be. But here's what I need you to understand, my precious child, you were never meant to carry this burden alone. You were never designed to have all the answers, to control all the outcomes, to solve every problem by yourself. The weight you're carrying was never yours to bear in the first place. Every time you lie awake worrying about tomorrow, you're trying to live in a day that doesn't exist yet. Every time you replay your mistakes from yesterday, you're trying to change a past that cannot be altered. But you're missing the most important moment, right now, where I am with you, where my love for you is present and real and powerful. I see your heart, and it's beautiful. I see your intentions, and they're pure. I see your love for others, and it moves me deeply. You care so much, you feel so deeply, you love so completely, and that's exactly how I created you to be. But I want you to know something important, something that will change everything if you truly believe it. Your future is not in your hands. It's in mine. And my hands are the safest place it could ever be. My beloved child, I need you to hear this truth with every fiber of your being. Your future belongs to me, and I hold it securely in my hands. These are not ordinary hands. They are the hands that painted every sunrise you've ever witnessed, that set the stars in their perfect places, that formed you with intricate care before you took your first breath. Look at your own hands for a moment. See how they shake sometimes when you're nervous? See how they tremble when you're afraid? Now imagine hands that never shake, never tremble, never let go of what they're holding. Those are my hands, and your future rests safely within them. When I say your future is safe with me, I mean every single aspect of it. Your career, your relationships, your health, your family, your dreams, everything that keeps you awake at night with worry is already taken care of in my divine plan. You've been trying to orchestrate your life like a symphony, but you've forgotten that I am the conductor, and I've already written the most beautiful music for your life. Let me tell you about your career, that source of so much anxiety in your heart. You worry about job security, about making enough money, about finding your purpose. You compare yourself to others who seem more successful, more talented, more fortunate. But I want you to know that I have prepared specific work for you that only you can do. There are people who need exactly what you have to offer, problems that require your unique perspective, opportunities that have your name written on them. The job you're stressed about, I know the outcome already. The promotion you're hoping for? I know whether it serves your highest good. The career change you're contemplating? I've already prepared the path. You think you're walking blindfolded into your professional future, but I can see exactly where every step leads, and I'm guiding you toward the work that will not only provide for your needs but will fulfill your soul's deepest calling. Stop looking at your resume and wondering if it's good enough. Stop questioning your qualifications and comparing your journey to others. I have been preparing you for this exact moment in history, equipping you with exactly the skills, experiences, and perspective you need for what lies ahead. Your struggles have not been wasted, they've been preparation. Your setbacks have not been failures, they've been redirection towards something better. I'm going to open doors for you that no one can close. I'm going to connect you with the right people at the right time. I'm going to give you favor in places where favor seems impossible. I'm going to provide opportunities that exceed your current expectations and align perfectly with your deepest desires. Your financial needs are not a mystery to me. I know exactly what you require, and I have already made provision. Now let me speak to your heart about your relationships. another area where fear has taken up residence. You worry about your marriage, wondering if love will last. You fear for your children, wanting to protect them from a world that seems increasingly dangerous. You ache for family relationships that have been broken, friendships that have faded, connections that feel strained. I want you to know that I am the author of love itself, and I am actively working in every relationship you care about. That marriage you're concerned about? I'm in the middle of it, bringing healing where there's been hurt, understanding where there's been confusion, renewal where things have grown stale. I see the love beneath the conflict, the commitment beneath the frustration, the hope beneath the disappointment. Your children, those precious souls you worry about constantly, they are not only your children, they are mine. I love them even more than you do, if such a thing is possible. I have plans for them that will amaze you, purposes that will fulfill them, protection that will surround them. Every prayer you've whispered over them while they sleep, every tear you've shed for their future, every hope you've carried in your heart for their happiness, I've heard it all, and I'm answering in ways that will exceed your greatest expectations. The relationships that have been damaged by misunderstanding, betrayal, or simply the passage of time, I specialize in restoration. I can heal what seems permanently broken, rebuild what appears completely destroyed, renew what feels hopelessly lost. Some relationships I will restore, others I will replace with connections even more beautiful than what you had before. I'm bringing people into your life who will encourage you, support you, challenge you to grow, and celebrate your victories. I'm removing people whose season in your life has ended, whose influence has become more harmful than helpful. I'm orchestrating divine appointments and meaningful connections that will bless you in ways you cannot imagine. Your health, that source of so much concern and fear. Every cell in your body was designed by me, and I know exactly how to bring healing and wholeness. The symptoms that worry you, the diagnosis that frightens you, the genetic predispositions that keep you anxious. I am greater than all of it. I have healing power that transcends medical understanding, restoration capacity that exceeds human limitation. I'm not dismissing the importance of medical care or wise health choices. I work through doctors, medicines, and healthy lifestyle decisions too. But I want you to know that your ultimate healing and wellness rest in my hands, not in the uncertainty of human medicine alone. I can work miracles through treatment, I can bring supernatural healing beyond treatment, and I can give you peace and strength to face whatever health challenges may come. The financial pressures that keep you awake at night, calculating and recalculating your budget, wondering how you'll make ends meet. I own everything in this world, and I have more than enough resources to meet your every need. The bills that stress you, the debt that overwhelms you, the income that seems insufficient, I see it all, and I have solutions you haven't thought of yet. I'm going to provide for you in ways that will amaze you. Money will come from unexpected sources. Opportunities will present themselves at exactly the right time. Expenses will decrease just when you need relief most. I'm going to teach you how to be wise with resources while showing you that my provision is limitless. Your dreams, those deep desires of your heart that seem so impossible you're almost afraid to hope for them, I planted those dreams there. I gave you those visions of what could be because I intend to make them reality. The creative project you've been putting off, the business you've been afraid to start, the ministry you feel called to but don't think you're qualified for, the adventure you've been dreaming of but consider too risky. These aren't random wishes, they're divine assignments waiting for you to step into them. I'm going to give you the courage to pursue what sets your soul on fire. I'm going to provide the resources, the connections, the opportunities, and the skills you need to see your dreams come to life. What seems impossible to you is simple to me. What appears too big for your current circumstances is perfectly sized for my unlimited power. The timing you're worried about, wondering if you've missed your chance or if it's too early to begin, my timing is perfect. I'm preparing you, preparing circumstances, preparing other people, preparing opportunities so that when everything comes together, it will be more beautiful and successful than you could have orchestrated on your own. Let me tell you something that will change how you view every challenge you face. Nothing can steal what belongs to you. No economic downturn can take away what I've destined for you. No person can block what I've ordained for you. No mistake you've made can disqualify you from what I've prepared for you. No age limit can prevent what I've planned for you. The competition you fear, the obstacles you see, the limitations you face, they're all temporary. They may be real in this moment, but they have no power over your ultimate destiny. I'm moving pieces around the board of your life in ways you cannot see, opening paths that don't exist yet, creating solutions that haven't been invented yet. Your past does not determine your future. Your current circumstances do not define your possibilities. Your present limitations do not constrain my power to transform your life. I'm not just making the best of your situation. I'm creating an entirely new situation that will showcase my goodness and your potential. The plans I have for you are not backup plans or plan B scenarios. They are first choice, premium, custom designed plans that take into account every detail of who you are and who you're becoming. I haven't just thought about your future. I've crafted it with the same attention and love I put into creating you in the first place. Every day you live is one day closer to seeing these plans unfold. Every challenge you overcome is preparation for greater victories ahead. Every lesson you learn is equipping you for opportunities you can't see yet. Everything is working together for your good, even when it doesn't feel that way. Trust me when I tell you that your best days are not behind you, they're ahead of you. Your greatest joys, your most meaningful achievements, your deepest sense of fulfillment, these are all waiting for you in the future I've prepared. I'm not just preserving what you have, I'm preparing something so much better than what you've known that you'll be amazed you ever worried about losing what you had. Your future is safe in my hands because my hands are the most secure place in the universe. Nothing has ever slipped from my grasp. Nothing I've promised has ever failed to come to pass. Nothing I've purposed has ever been prevented. And nothing, absolutely nothing, can separate you from the good future I have planned for you. My precious child, now that you know your future is secure in my hands, I need you to make a choice. I need you to decide today whether you will continue to live as if everything depends on you, or whether you will finally release control and walk forward with the confidence that comes from knowing you are loved, protected, and guided by the one who holds the universe together. This is not a passive surrender I'm asking for. This is an active trust that will transform every moment of your life from this day forward. When I ask you to trust me with your future, I'm not asking you to sit back and do nothing. I'm asking you to partner with me in the most incredible adventure you could ever imagine. Every morning when you open your eyes, I want you to remember that you're not waking up to face an uncertain day alone. You're awakening to walk hand in hand with the one who has already seen this day from beginning to end and has filled it with opportunities for you to experience my goodness. Before your feet hit the floor, I want you to whisper, "Good morning, Father. What beautiful things do you have planned for us today?" I want you to start each day not with a list of worries, but with an expectation of wonder. Instead of immediately checking the news to see what's wrong with the world, I want you to check in with me first to see what's right in your world. Instead of scrolling through social media to see what others are doing, I want you to spend time with me discovering what we're going to do together. When you brush your teeth, I want you to thank me for your health. When you eat breakfast, I want you to acknowledge that I am your provider. When you get dressed, I want you to remember that I clothe you with purpose and dignity. When you step outside, I want you to see my creation and remember that the same God who made the sunrise has made beautiful plans for your life. Throughout your day, I want you to practice talking to me like the close friend I am. When you're stuck in traffic, instead of getting frustrated, tell me about your hopes for the day. When you're waiting in line, instead of checking your phone, ask me to show you how to bless someone around you. When you're facing a difficult decision, don't just weigh the pros and cons. Ask me what choice would bring the most joy to both of us. I want you to begin to see every challenge as an opportunity for us to work together. When a problem arises at work, instead of panicking, pause and ask me, how are we going to turn this into something beautiful? When conflict arises in a relationship, instead of reacting in anger or fear, breathe deeply and ask me, how can we bring healing to this situation? This is what it means to walk in partnership with me, recognizing that you're never facing anything alone, that every situation is an opportunity for my wisdom to flow through you, that every challenge is a chance for my strength to be displayed in your life. I want you to stop checking your bank account with fear and start checking it with curiosity about how I'm going to provide next. I want you to stop looking at your calendar with dread and start looking at it with anticipation for the divine appointments I've arranged. I want you to stop viewing your responsibilities as burdens and start seeing them as assignments I've trusted you with because I know you can handle them with my help. When people ask you how you're doing, I want your answer to change. Instead of listing your problems, I want you to share your hopes. Instead of complaining about what's wrong, I want you to celebrate what's right. Instead of focusing on what you lack, I want you to acknowledge what you have. This isn't about being fake or pretending problems don't exist. It's about choosing to see your life through the lens of my love rather than the lens of fear. I want to change your vocabulary, my beloved. Instead of saying, "I don't know what I'm going to do," I want you to say, "I can't wait to see what God is going to do." Instead of saying, "I'm so worried about tomorrow," I want you to say, "I'm so excited about the future God has planned." Instead of saying, "I hope everything works out," I want you to say, "I know everything is working together for my good." This transformation in your thinking and speaking isn't just positive thinking, it's faith thinking. It's aligning your thoughts with my thoughts, your words with my promises, your expectations with my character. When you begin to think and speak this way, you'll be amazed at how differently you feel, how differently you respond to challenges, how differently others respond to you. I want you to develop the habit of gratitude that goes beyond just saying thank you for the good things. I want you to thank me for the difficulties that have made you stronger, for the delays that have protected you from wrong timing, for the closed doors that have redirected you toward better opportunities, for the people who have left your life to make room for better relationships. When you pray, I don't want you to spend most of your time asking me to change your circumstances. I want you to spend time asking me to help you see your circumstances the way I see them. I want you to ask me to show you the purpose in your pain, the opportunity in your obstacles, the growth in your struggles. I want you to pray bold prayers, my child. Ask me for things that seem impossible. Dream with me about what could be. Share with me your wildest hopes and most ambitious goals. I want you to stop making small requests because you think I might not be able to handle the big ones. Nothing is too big for me, and nothing is too small for me to care about. But here's what I also want you to understand. Sometimes my answer will be different from what you expect, and that's because I can see what you cannot see. Sometimes I will say yes in ways that exceed your expectations. Sometimes I will say wait because my timing is more perfect than yours. Sometimes I will say no because I have something better in mind. But my answer will always be motivated by love, and it will always lead to your ultimate good. I want you to become someone who trusts my answers even when you don't understand them. I want you to develop such confidence in my character that you can rest in my decisions even when they don't make sense to you in the moment. This kind of trust is what will give you unshakable peace in a world full of uncertainty. Stop trying to figure everything out, my beloved. Stop trying to see the whole staircase before you take the first step. I'm only asking you to take one step at a time, and I promise to provide the light you need for each step as you take it. You don't need to have all the answers, you just need to know the one who does. I want you to become comfortable with mystery, comfortable with not knowing exactly how things will work out, comfortable with letting me handle the details while you focus on loving me and loving others. This doesn't mean being irresponsible. It means being responsible for what's yours to do while trusting me with what's mine to do. Your job is to be faithful in the small things, to love well, to serve others, to grow in wisdom and character, to use your gifts and talents, to take care of your health and relationships, to be a good steward of what I've given you. My job is to work all things together for your good, to open and close doors at the right time, to provide resources and opportunities, to protect you from harm, to guide you toward your destiny. When you truly understand this division of responsibility, you'll feel a weight lift off your shoulders that you didn't even realize you were carrying. You'll sleep better at night knowing that the universe is not dependent on your ability to control outcomes. You'll wake up with more energy because you're not exhausted from trying to manage things that were never yours to manage. I want you to start living like someone who has a powerful, loving, wise father who is actively involved in every detail of your life. I want you to walk with the confidence of someone who knows they are deeply loved and carefully watched over. I want you to speak with the authority of someone who knows they have direct access to unlimited wisdom and strength. I want you to love with the generosity of someone who knows their own needs are completely secure. This is not just about your future being safe. This is about your present being transformed. This is about living each day with joy instead of anxiety, with expectation instead of dread, with confidence instead of fear, with peace instead of stress. You are not an accident wandering through a random universe hoping for the best. You are a beloved child of the Creator, living in a carefully orchestrated story where every chapter leads to greater glory, deeper joy, and more profound purpose. Your life has meaning, your struggles have purpose, your dreams have destiny, and your future has security. So I ask you again, my precious child, will you trust me? Will you release control and embrace the adventure of walking with me? Will you stop trying to write your own story and let me show you the beautiful story I've already written? Take my hand. Let me lead you into the future I've prepared. It's going to be more wonderful than you can imagine, and you never have to face it alone. Your future is safe in my hands, and my hands will never let you go.